What's happening, YouTube? This is your boy Lascel, the M.B.A, back at you today with a new topic, a new video, and new insights. Today's topic is they're just not that into you. Deep topic. But before we get started, as always, if you like the videos, like the content, please hit like on the video. Please subscribe and please share to anybody that you know that may need this message. So we're going to get into a video. They're not that into you, or they're not into you at all. And this is going to be female or male. So it's not, usually I have it, catered for the ladies or for the men if there's a difference. But in this situation, I think it's pretty much the same, right? So we've all dated somebody who we might have liked a lot, and maybe we didn't get back the same level of investment that we initially gave to them, right? But sometimes it can be hard because they'll send mixed signals, and depending on how much we really like the person, we might start making excuses for their behavior. But these are going to be 5 clear signs that they're not into you. Not to say it's limited to just these, but these are some of the most prevalent things that we're going to run across. So let's get into the first of the signs, right? The first thing, that when a person is not into you, they invest nothing. They invest nothing in you. What does investment mean? Investment comes down to, hey, we're going out, we're doing certain things, and you breaking your neck trying to find things that you two can engage in. And if you put something together, they might go, and it still could be up in the air if their availability is there or if their interest is there. But they won't take the initiative. They won't take the initiative to say, hey, let's go here, or hey, I want to go here. They won't. If you buy a gift or you see something, you might sit back and be thinking about that person, and that person, something comes across your mind, hey, this would look great on him or her, but they'll go out and they'll buy a bunch of things, won't think about you at all. They won't make anything. They won't set any time aside. They don't invest anything in you. That's a very clear sign that somebody's not that into you, or not into you at all, right? So just be mindful, because when people really like you, they invest in you. It could be something as simple as, hey, I just want to talk to this person, or hey, I just want to be around this person, or hey, are you busy today? I just wanted to see you. You won't hear that from somebody who's really not that invested in you, right? So that's the first sign. The second thing is, and this is something that you really need to be mindful of, girls and guys, they're not happy that you're there. All right? When I say that they're not happy that you're there, it's not that these people are mad at you, and it's not like they're going to be sitting back just because you're there and just start giggling like, I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy. But these people don't, when they're around you, there's no change in their personality. There's no change in their demeanor. They're just, especially people who are always on their phone. It's like, okay, I'm here with that person now, and it's no different. It's like they could be hanging out with anybody. They don't really give a shit who's around them, who's next to them. When people really like you, they look forward to seeing you. They can't wait to see you. I mean, despite certain things that's going on, certain things could be going on in their personal life, or something they just came out of. If they came out of work, something's on their mind. But they generally have a sense of being happy to be around you. When a person is not happy to be around you, or you can't feel it, they may not be that into you. Just be mindful of that. Watch and see how that person's demeanor change. Do they smile a lot when they're around you? Do their spirits lift up when they're around you? If their spirits don't lift up at all, there's no point in you being there. So just be mindful that they're not happy to be with you. That's the second thing. The third thing, and this is a big one that a lot of people don't look for, or they don't know how to interpret it. There's no forward movement. There's no forward movement in the relationship. They're happy where they are. They're happy with what they're doing, and they couldn't give a shit about whether you leave. If you leave tomorrow, up, it's just over. I guess we're just done. There's no loss. There's no grieving. There's no regret. They don't feel the need to change anything about themselves to keep you there or to engage you further. They don't want anything past what they got, whether it be physical, whether it be financial, whether it be, hey, we just go out from time to time. They don't want sex. So in some instances, they're happy with it just being about sex. They don't want any growth with you. At that point, that's a clear sign that that person is not that into you. And it's not to say that they're not into you in the sense of, oh, I'm looking for somebody better, or I'm looking at, they're just not that into you. It could be that they're self-absorbed and they're just not in a position right now to be into anybody. But they're just not into you. That's all you need to be mindful of, right? The fourth thing that you have to understand when somebody's not that into you, they don't ask you for nothing. They don't want to know nothing. Don't listen to anything about you. You could tell them your life story. You could tell them how much you love, let's say, raspberries. They could work in a factory. They could work in a supermarket, and they won't pay any attention to it. They'll be around raspberries, and you talk, you know, they had a deal on raspberries today at my job, and they never thought to bring you something, or hey, you know, you could have took them out 20 days on 20 dates, and you could sit back and say, hey, you know, my dream is that a woman that really cares about me takes me out. And they'll sit back and, I just got $2,000 back on my insurance, on my insurance, or I just got my taxes back. I'm going down to AC. They never involve you. They're not thinking about you. They're thinking about themselves. That could be themselves. That could be them being just selfish. But at the end of the day, it comes down to the same thing. They're not that into you. And that kind of leaves you looking at them like, you know. So, you know, you want to be mindful of when a person doesn't listen to anything you say. They don't ask you nothing. That's a clear sign. Especially if you know that they're intuitive or you watch them come to life. Because here's the juxtaposition. You'll see them with something they're interested in. They're all into it. Yo, what? Such and such is going on? Where it happened at? Where they going to have this at? How much is it? They're interested in it. But they don't show you any of that interest in you and what you're talking about. They're not that into you. Number 5. And this is a big one. They don't account for you. What does it mean to not account for you? They don't care about how you feel about something. They don't give a shit about, okay, well, I'm involved with this person. I'm going to start taking this person seriously. It's like that chick who, when you met her, she dressed real sexy. She'll go out certain places. She don't give a shit that, you know, as a dude, she's presenting herself to be a single woman while she's dating you or while she's out with you. And some women will sit back, oh, well, I'm trying to look good for you. Nah, there's a difference between looking good and you don't give a shit about me being there, especially for dudes who's real big on, you know, you coming out the house with a thong on and you trying to tempt dudes like you just broadcasting that you are single, and you don't take into account that I'm with this dude and that's how he feels. Or engaging dudes in a certain capacity, or they just don't want you around for certain things. They don't account for you. They don't account for how you feel about certain things. They don't account about, hey, maybe I like to be included in certain things. Hey, maybe I want to spend more time with you. They'll sit back and it's like the chick who, or the dude who will be like, you know what? I intend to spend this all weekend free. I'm just going to be by myself. But yet and still, you've been telling them I haven't seen you for 2 weeks. You know, maybe we could get a little dinner, go someplace. Let's do something together. Nah, their whole thing is I just want to be left alone. They don't count for nothing with you. When you understand that about those people, that's a clear-cut sign of them not being into you. If you see all of those signs, believe me, like I said before in many other videos, haul ass. Don't stick around because it's not worth it. Second, if you see some of those signs, you need to really start questioning. And you might want to start being very, very direct with your questions about, not so much about where we're going, because you could turn off somebody with that, right? But start asking them direct questions about, hey, you know, why don't we do this? Or Do you see us going someplace? Because if we're trying to go someplace, I'm trying to do this with you. If we're not doing that, I need to know, whatever the case may be. And whatever you get from that conversation, you adjust accordingly. If you feel that you haven't gotten what you needed, at some point you got to start de-investing yourself. If you feel that this person is willing to work and say, oh, I never thought that this is where you were with it, then maybe you move forward, but you take it with a grain of salt. And the biggest thing that you got to understand about if they're not into you, if you have to question if that person is into you, there's a good chance that they're not that into you. So that said, those are the signs, 5 major signs that a person is not that into you. As per usual, I thank you guys for joining me. I want you guys to be mindful. This is going to be the last video for this week. I'm going to start slowing down on the videos, and it's not going to be a daily thing. It's going to be a couple of days in between. And I'm doing that specifically because of workload, and also because I want to make sure the content is right for you guys, so that we have an interesting and a great dialogue between us. As always, check out the videos on IGTV, and I'm going to be posting up some of them on Facebook. Again, the Facebook page is Lascel, the M.B.A., and the Instagram and IGTV is Lascel M.B.A. Until next time I see you guys, as always, be blessed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And if you go to the pages, please leave comments. Please follow. Make sure that you get into it. We're going to start discussion boards, since I'm going to be slowing down the videos. As always, I wish you the best. Take that advice. Adjust your life.